a dream I know. Deep up my feelings for you. Watch.
Hello reality viewers, welcome back again to Reality Latest Gist, the home of news and politics. For this channel, we dey drop news every day and we dey react to every videos wey comes our way. And na reality news na we dey drop for this channel, and we dey also dey talk am as e be. If today na the first time we say you dey come across this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are returning subscribers, I appreciate all of una for una massive support to this channel. I say may God bless all of una in Jesus name, amen. I get video wey I wan present to una this very moment, and I go dey follow una dey watch the video. After we don watch am together, make we drop our opinion constructively for the comment section. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. Bye for now.
Well, I was in Lagos here, and on Sunday I was in my house about 12 noon, and somebody called me that there is that we have a sporadic gunshots in Nnewi. And I asked him what is going on. He couldn't place it anywhere. Then we don't discuss, and then we went our ways. After about 10 minutes, he called me back. He said that people are trooping to my house. That it looks as if something has happened there. I have CCTV in that house, so I opened it and I saw the attackers. But by then they had left. But I had a CCTV footage of what transpired. I saw them. They came with a Sienna. About 6 of them hanging around. Some went into the bush. I was the land that they put, because my house is inside. You have to go inside out of the main road to connect it. So I now noticed that, you know, from the footage I saw, that they took 25 kg, 225 kg jerrycans of fuel inside the building. That was what I saw. That it happened before I opened my business, so it was not live. That I was first person to push it. So given what I saw, with 50 liters of fuel, I know that the house will go down. That was what I concluded, and it eventually happened. As I speak to you now, I was not there. The Commissioner of Police visited there for on-the-spot assessment of what went wrong. So I saw that my library, my study was gone, and I saw my sitting room was gone. You know, because my protectors, I mean window protectors, are wrought iron. So they were unable to break, they were able to remove it. The door was solid, it's a solid door. They were unable to, they shot at the door could not open. So they went to the glass louvers, and you know, it was broken, and they had access. It was broken, the glass was broken. So it's only the wrought iron was standing. They just pour petrol inside the sitting room and through my study, and then they left.
Did they steal any items at all? Did they steal anything?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not in Nnewi now, so I wouldn't know. They couldn't have taken anything. They came with a Sienna, and the Sienna was filled up, and so they were not interested in taking anything. It's just to destroy. They wanted to bring down that building. In fact, I had 2 gas cylinders outside. If you have seen the video, you will see the gas cylinder. They opened it, but the flame did not get to that side of the kitchen. So that's the reason why that place looked untouched. But my study got totally burnt. My sitting room got totally burnt. You know, it was devastating. You know, so to see that kind of damage, you know, to my property.
On the same day, okay, go on.
No, one good thing about it, my security man was not here. It's only my security man that stays there. They took him after going to about 15 kilometers. They left him there, and he came back to the house. And I had a 10,500 overhead water tank. You know, so they opened it, and they put the hose through the window. That was what happened. Otherwise, the whole building would have gone. The whole building would have gone. I've not been there to assess the extent of the damage, but I'm just waiting for the right time to go to see things for myself. But actually, it was massive destruction. Massive destruction. if you know my house, if you know what my study is the most painful one, because I know it took me years to assemble those books, and then you have engineering, you have law, you have medicine, you have all professions, section by section. It was my best space in that complex. So, but I put it behind me.
You said that Ipob were responsible for it, and then later on, Ipob issued a statement saying that they have no plan harming you, that you are a fellow Igbo man like them and all that. So what would they gain from attacking your property?
Are you listening to them? They're just a bunch of criminals, that have dealt a debate. I don't know how to describe it, but a debilitating, blow to Southeast. They can't even express themselves. I don't know where they are coming from. These are people that don't have any pin anywhere in the Southeast. All they are visiting to the Southeast, destruction, destruction, destruction. The activities is costing the Southeast billions every day. They're killing people. Before they came to my house, they went to about 5 locations in Nnewi. They went to the house of former minister for budget and economic planning and budget, federal minister, under Babangida, Dr. Choko. The man is getting to 90 years old. They leveled his house. They went to Nnewi Police Command. It was destroyed during NSAS protest. And one man rebuilt it. One man from Nnewi rebuilt it. They went there and destroyed it again. They destroyed road safety office and then DSS office. And then the next was my house, 5 of them. As they were heading to my house, they were shooting people down. Unfortunately, 3 people went down, including a third year medical students, medical students, in Nnewi. So until it's open, I can ask the police came and then saw what happened, did some profiling, ask some questions, interviewed my security man, so I'm sure, because they have removed the camera, I've removed the stuff in my CCTV, giving it to them, and then they are going to process it with DSS and so on. I'm sure they will see those people, because they got my CCTV recorded everything. They will see them recorded.
Well, some months ago, when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, you said you were happy about it and that they are threatening you on several occasions. Why were you being targeted exactly?
Why? Because I said, if you say you want Biafra, let us sit down and sort it out. I'm an elder. I said, I know what they do not know. I see what they do not see. I have the experience they do not have. I'm an elder. Now the county is not an elder. Before we had Biafra in 1967, there was a meeting of all critical stakeholders in the Eastern House of Assembly. It was debated. This is 50 years after Biafra. Remember, I wrote Igbo 25 years after Biafra in 1995. Some of them were not born then. Some of these boys that are doing this now were not born then. And I just updated the people 50 years after Biafra a few days ago. Some of these issues, I raised it. I saw what is happening today coming, and I raised an alarm. I said, we have to debate this. Here is a tribe that almost they have businesses across Nigeria, huge businesses, especially there. I can tell you about Lagos and what they have here. It's unimaginable. Abuja is unimaginable. These are people who are into commerce. So they have the cash. They buy property, they build across Nigeria, across Africa, anywhere. And you want to go and confine yourself in a very small space in Biafra, which is the whole of Biafra is smaller than Kogi State. The whole of Southeast is smaller than Kogi State. And we said, we are widely traveled people. Why do you want to lose your market? Areas you can do business. You want to go and confine yourself in a place that is almost landlocked. I said, we made the mistakes in 1966 to 1970. You want to bring us back to 1966. So it's not possible. 50 years after, or 51 years after, we're still saying the same thing. Yes, there are issues of marginalization. Enola. If you look at the zones, Northwest has seven states. North Central, 7 states. Northeast, 7 states. Southwest, 7 states. South, 7 states. Only Southeast. Oh, no. South, 6. Southwest, 6. North Central, 6. Northwest, 7. Northeast, 6. Only Southeast has 5. So if there's anything you want to share in this country, we'll get the list of it. Whether it's the distribution of senators, governors, when they sit, our governors will be 5, others will be 6. One zone will be 7. So it is a systemic marginalization, official marginalization. Yes, despite all this, you see, look, number of local governments reduced. We are the least. Number of states, the least. State capital, the least. Speakers of state assembly will have the list. In everything you share in this country, will have the list. So that is systemic, structural, determined marginalization, official marginalization. We know this. But I tell you something. If you place all the zones on the table, or the 3 major ethnic groups on the table, we are not the least. In terms of achievement, in terms of business, in terms of money, in terms of wealth, we're not the least. Wealth is evenly distributed across the Southeast states. And Nigeria as a whole, and Africa has been a potential market for Igbo, because they are traders. Many of them are traders. And I explained, because my argument, they don't like it. They have made up their mind on what. And I said, look, if you bring, I told them about a study done by the Catholic Church. I hope it's okay.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I told them a study done by Catholic Church for over 50 years. What was their finding? That all acts of indignity, all acts of oppression against human persons, against any tribe, debase the perpetrators more than the victims. And I told them, I said, put every tribe on the table. We are not the least. But it's important that we fix these injustices. It's important that we fix these injustices by granting Igbo additional states. In fact, Obasanjo's Constitutional Conference, when Obasanjo came in 1999, there was a Constitutional Conference. They gave it to the Southeast, additional 1 state. But this should become where the state is going to come from. Our leaders carved out part of Anambra, part of Imo, part of Abia, part of Ebonyi, part of Enugu State to create that state. Imo State said they must have it. They must have a state from Imo State. And so Enugu State said they must have Nsukka State out of Enugu State. So Katakata came in, and it was left behind. So is it not us that did it to ourselves? Out of greed, envy, we threw away that chance. Obasanjo would have done it. But Imo State wanted to have it alone, carved out of Imo State. Enugu wanted to have it, and there was crisis. And there was disagreements, and then it was left like that. So these are the issues. These are the things I have been bringing to the table, and they don't like it because they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen.
But Chief Igbokwe, you know that the last national conference, issue of state creation came up too, and there were some recommendations. But President Buhari has said, he's not really interested in enforcing or implementing this resolutions of the national conference. So don't you think this is also fueling the agitation in the Southeast?
Well, it's part of it because injustice is injustice. That is what Nigeria owes us, and I've been saying it. And I listed what will happen in the Igbo nation once you create that additional state. You create 12,000 jobs immediately. You have a takeoff grant. You have a state capital. You have a teaching hospital. You have a university, federal university. These are the things that will be on the table automatically. You have one governor. You have 3 senators. You have at least 6 members of House of Representatives. These are the things that will automatically that will balance out. But if you go to create one state in the Southeast and you do and create for another zones, it will not balance. What we need now, not creation of more states, we just one to Southeast to bring our number to 6. And so that when the governors are sitting, we say there are 6, will be 6. Because we have paid our dues in this country. We have helped to develop cities in this country. That is what we need. But that is not, even if it's not coming now, because we missed the opportunity in the past, let us bring everything to the table with level-headed, approach, without debating any issue.
Chief Igbokwe, let me ask you this question. Senator Abaribe said yesterday that about 30 secessionist groups are now in the Southeast, about 30 of them. Why is all this happening under President Buhari's regime?
I don't want to agree to that. It is not true. Whatever is happening in the Southeast today is Ipob and ESN, what they call Eastern Security Network. We saw it coming, and we alerted this country. We alerted the nation. So I've told him that it's a lie. I am from Southeast. I'm a critical stakeholder in the Southeast. And you cannot tell me you have 30 of these. It's a lie from the pit of it. I told him. You cannot deceive the nation. You cannot deceive Nigeria. People who are doing all these, who are doing all these things you have from Southeast, they are Ipob members. The Ipob members. There's no need to tell lies about it. We are all adults and we are elders. We don't need to deceive this country. It is done. They know. Everybody just playing games that will not help us. All these things that are happening now, I predicted it. I said a time will come when they will start picking people. People will start dying. If they see you, because you are having an argument that is not in tandem with them, they will have to bring you down. They cannot argue. And this is what happened in 1966, between 1966 and 1970 Civil War. Most people that offered genuine advice were attacked saboteurs and they were killed. They called them Sabo. That was the language. And they were killed. The same thing is playing out 51 years after. I will learn any lesson. History has shown that men have not learned anything from history. They say if you don't ask what killed your father will kill you. It is an exercise that is not tenable in the 21st century that they are embarking upon. And it's telling on our businesses now. It's telling the Igbo land now because I saw it and I predicted it and it is happening. It's not only Joe Igbokwe. Dr. Chokong, they went to his house to bring down. What did he do? A 90-year-old man that has served this nation very well. What did he do? Then I'm going to all the people that don't have anything doing across Nigeria from Ulan and I'm heading to the east. And they are carrying guns. All in the name of Ipob everywhere. They promised them commissioners. I will make you commissioner. We will make you local government chairman. We will give you this, we'll give you this, we'll give you this. Come and fight. We'll soon get there. Next month, we'll get there next month. That's what they are telling them. And some of these boys are dying for nothing. So this is the issue. Take away. There are injustices. Everything you share in this country will get the list. Nigeria must address it. Let me know also, I won't forget to tell you about the loss of 2015 elections. That is where this thing started. Ipob was supporting PDP. Most of these people, they were PDP supporters. And if you notice what is going on, only PDP is campaigning. Only PDP is campaigning without any infraction in the Southeast. They are not attacking them.
Are you sure of this?
I'm
you know that Chief Dora Queen's husband was killed last.
No, that one is just, you know, they don't know who was in the car. I don't know whether they knew. I don't know whether it's a case of mistaken identity. I don't know whether he was targeted. Even his junior brother Cyril is an Ipob member. That to tell you how careless they can be. The Cyril, the junior brother that put up a release that told us what happened. He said, Ipob, I just killed my senior brother. He's an Ipob member. The people later saw his thread where he was, you know, where he showed commitment to Ipob. So that is the issue. That is the problem. And there's nothing we cannot discuss on a conference table and agree. It's not to go and decimate and destroy a Southeast economy that will help.
Okay, so as we wind down, Ipob has said there's not going to be election in Anambra next month, and the federal government is considering imposing or declaring a state of emergency in Anambra State. Do you think this is the way out?
Let me tell you, if what is going on in the Southeast now, especially in Anambra State, is anything to go by, you cannot run away from state of emergency. If you see what they did in my house and what they did in Nnewi on Sunday, then state of emergency is not out of place, because we need to recover that. We need to make that sacrifice. The governor has shown that he cannot handle what is at stake, what is playing out. He cannot handle it. He cannot handle it. You know, I wanted to tell you something. I went to bury my in-law in October 26, 27. Then I did some security checks. I spoke to the critical stakeholders, the police, the army, DSS, and all that. I know what they told me. I know what they told me. It's not subject of to be discussed here. I know what they told me. So if we need to set an example with a state, or you see, people need to come out to vote with this kind of fear in the Southeast. You can't do a free and fair election. You can't do election. So we need
the government there was arguing yesterday that you have worse insecurity in Kaduna, in Katsina, and all these places, and the federal government never declared a state of emergency. So it's just a ploy for APC to win elections.
So it has come to a situation where we have to start comparing how many people that died genocide before you get common sense, Abi. We are not the same. There's no Sambisa forest in the Southeast. Are they not thinking there's no Sambisa forest in the, so it has come to this. This is a lazy man's agreement, and it's not tenable. We cannot bring it to the fore. It cannot be on the table for any reasonable person to discuss.
Do you fear for your life now with the attack that was your house that was attacked? Are you afraid of going to the Southeast now as things stand?
If I want to go to where I went to, I said I went to bury my mother-in-law last month. August 26, 27, 28. I was there. I know how I went there. I provided security for myself and my family. I got all the security networks, all the security platforms. Nnewi, I got them there. And when I came back, I narrated what it took me to go and bury my mother-in-law for 34 days. The experience will take a book to tell the story of what I did for those 4 days to be able to secure myself and my family. because Southeast is now a war zone. Anything can happen. The police is helpless. When you attack police stations, when you kill policemen, when you kill a soldier, it's an attack on the corporate entity called Nigeria. And if you do that, you will die, if you know the implication. If you attack a police formation and kill a police officer. In fact, if a police officer is talking to you and you suddenly put your hands in the pocket as if you are going to pull a gun, he can shoot you. The law setting up says if you threaten the life of a policeman, you can die. He has a license to kill you.
So we are out of time now, but let me just quickly put this question in. 2023, Southeast elements, including Ohanese and Igbo, they are all demanding presidential ticket in the major political parties. How visible is an Igbo presidency in 2023? And don't you think that if Igbos are denied the presidency in 2023, these secessionist movements will get worse?
So it's not by force. If you want other Nigerians to vote for you, then you have to point to me how many bridges that you have built. Bridges of understanding, bridges of communication, bridges of friendship. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to see your bridges. You are now in enmity with almost all the sections of the country, and you want them to come and vote for you. Nobody is going to vote somebody who will use that position to divide Nigeria. You need to prove to them that you cannot be talking about secession. You'll be talking about producing the president of Nigeria. We need to settle the issue first. We need to say, look, we have given up on this demand for Biafra. Grant us justice. You see, you cannot make omelets without breaking eggs. Today, Achwaju is in the saddle. How did Buhari, become the president of Nigeria? How did he become the president? It was Achwaju that moved in 2013 from Lagos here with Tony Momo, with Baba Konde and few other people, and went to Dara to go and meet Buhari and said, look, you scored 11 million votes in 2003, 11 million votes in 2007, 12 million votes in 2011. If I put Southwest, you win, you will get 16, 17 million votes, and you will become president. And Buhari said, in Daura, they went there. Get this point clear. They went there to build the bridge. And the rest is now history. That was how Buhari, that has lost hope in being the president of Nigeria. Somebody connected, somebody walked, somebody had sleepless nights, somebody connected, somebody trusted. You sit in one place and you are blackmailing other people. You are intimidating, you are not making friends, you are not building bridges, and you are threatening people. Drop your arms first and enter planes or enter motor, luxurious bus. Go to Southwest with your leaders and go and tell them, pledge your loyalty to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That, look, we have been able to settle issues in our home. We need to be president. We have not been president of Nigeria since the end of the Civil War. That one in itself is a serious case. We are not bystanders, and we are not onlookers. We are a critical stakeholder in political entity called Nigeria. So you can't say, Igbo people, you can't brush them aside, but you need to play the politics. You need to build bridges, not burning bridges. Once you have settled that, look, we have dropped this agitation, we are part and parcel of Nigeria, and we see it in actions and deeds. I'm not talking about myself, other Nigerians, because the issue now is trust. We cannot be trusted. Even with the happenings in the Southeast, our leaders are playing politics with it. It was only the day before yesterday that they gathered. They have not been able to gather before. In the midst of all these crises, in the midst of all these killings, they have not been able to gather and make a statement. We pushed them. That was some of the things that I practically pushed them to that meeting. And I said, if you allow them, it was me yesterday, it could be you tomorrow. the way we are seeing it now.
Chief Ogo, we have to stop there.